Alright? It's funny when right-wingers delete your comments without even arguing back because they're so scared of the tooth. Oh, so scared of the tooth. Oh. Mention no names, of course. But, yeah, I posted this quite a long post on someone's video because, well, the video, although it was only advertising the video to come, it was basically, oh shit, something rattling on my seat. It was basically just repeating ruling class propaganda. You know, Churchill was great, the Battle of Britain was the finest hour and all that shite. It's all bullshit. So I posted something on there, not as me, because I'm banned, but as someone else who isn't banned or wasn't banned. And it was only the tooth. It was only some facts. Facts. Absolute facts. And, you know, I wasn't expecting a massive argument, but it would have been nice for them to say, well, I didn't believe that, and this is what I believe. You know, an actual debate. But, no, just removed it without even commenting. Just removed it. Because, as I say, scared of the tooth. Oh. Aye, the truth is scary though, isn't it? And I understand why right-wingers cling to that fucking ruling class propaganda. Because at the end of the day, they are indoctrinated people. They have been fed this utter shite all their lives. And they believe it, you know. But it doesn't mean it's true. It just means they believe it. They've swallowed it. They've been told it over and over again. It's been hammered into them. And they've grew up as kids. And then adults believe in this shit. And they don't want to let it go because, hey, as I say, the truth is scary. The fact that they've been lied to. All their lives they've been lied to by people way above them in the social order who want to keep them way down there in the social order. Of course they've been lied to. What's the ruling class going to do? Tell you the fucking truth? Oh. No, the ruling class can't tell you the truth. Oh. They can't. Because if they did, you'd fucking rebel against them, and they can't have that. They can't have millions of working class people rebelling against them, because they wouldn't last 5 minutes. They'd be torn out of power. They'd be ripped from their fucking pedestals and battered in the fucking streets or hung from fucking lampposts. They wouldn't last 5 minutes if they told the truth. The tooth. Oh, they wouldn't. So they can't tell the truth. Oh, they just can't. They've got to lie to the masses. They've got to lie. And they've got to reinforce those lies over and over and over and over again. Just keep banging out those lies and hope that the poor people stupidly take it all in and believe it. And lots of people do, including the person that removed my comment. Which is sad, isn't it? Because I'm the one telling them the actual truth. Oh. And he doesn't believe a word of it. It's not that he doesn't believe it, he just doesn't want to hear it. He's clinging so hard to that ruling class bullshit. And this is a working class person, by the way. A working class person whose interests lie in opposing the ruling class, because the ruling class fucking hate him, just like they hate all of us. They use us as tools to make their fortunes. They've got no respect for us. They can't fucking stand us. We're scummy workers to them. And yet, he's clinging to their propaganda, their nonsense, their lies. Clinging to it. Because he's petrified of the real, actual truth. Oh. And I understand. I get it. I used to be like that. Long time ago now. But I used to be like that. I'd swallowed all that shite as well. We all do. We're all subjected to it. We all fucking get this propaganda constantly fed into our brains. He's not the only one, of course. I was exactly like that. It took a while for me to open my mind up to the actual tooth. Because, hey, it is scary, man. It is scary because you've got to... Once you realise you've been lied to by people whose interests lie in keeping you oppressed and exploited, once you realise that you're part of a class system and you're downtrodden and you're stamped on every day by the billionaires, by the ruling class, once you realise that, and you realise that they've got to constantly feed you lies to keep you supporting them and remaining loyal to them and not questioning and not rebelling, once you realise that, the floodgates open. After that, anything is possible. You just question everything. And not only that, but once you realise the truth, then, you know, you want other people to know the truth. You want everyone to know the truth. Because, hey, we can only make a better world if the truth gets out. Do you know what I mean? Everybody needs to know the truth. Because it's important. So you go on this mission to spread the truth. You do. I did. I didn't want to just have the truth to myself. I wanted to tell everybody. And so that changed my life. I became a socialist, and I got involved with other socialists, and the people who I'd always known weren't ready for the truth. So I lost friends. I ended up arguing with people, friends, relatives, and some I managed to convince with the actual truth. Others wouldn't believe the actual truth, and just continued swallowing the bullshit from their rich rulers. Some of them to this day still swallow the bullshit because it is scary. I get it. I know it's scary. It was terrifying for me. It turned my life upside down. Friends I'd known all my life became enemies. Some of them wanted to give a good hiding just because I was saying Saddam Hussein didn't have weapons of mass destruction. I was telling them fucking 20 odd years ago, I was telling them, no, it's a lie. He hasn't got weapons of mass destruction. You believe in the propaganda. No, you're a fucking enemy. Yeah, you're an enemy. Enemy of Britain. We're gonna kill you. It got nasty with a couple of old mates. And yet, it turned out to be the absolute truth. It was the total and utter truth. Of course it was. People like me knew that all along, but the gullible fuckers who wanted to beat me fucking face in wouldn't have it until they were proved wrong by events and history. Of course, it was always a lie. It was always a lie to get the British people on side for another war. Always a lie. And I was right all along. But did I get an apology? Did I fuck? Did I get an apology for the threats? Did I fuck? No, I didn't. Anyway, they're still right-wing to this day, them two. Fuck them. I'm not arsed. I still speak to them, don't you get us wrong. If I see them, we still speak, and we still talk about old times and that. And we have a laugh. They're not bad people, but they did get nasty when, you know, around the Iraq thing. And I turned out to be right in the end. And I never got an apology. The fuckers. Anyway, yeah. But I do get it. It's scary. Some people are scared of the tooth because their life would have to change if they took the tooth on board. So naturally they cling to the bullshit. It's just easier, isn't it? It's more comfortable to believe the bullshit. It's not very comfortable to believe you're being lied to by a super rich elite, because once you start believing that, you've got to question everything. As I say, everything gets undone and you have to become a different person, kind of. So yeah, I get why this person removed me comment. I understand. I don't blame him for it. I know he's just trying to preserve his worldview that he's been indoctrinated with. I understand it. It's not his fault. It's the bastards at the top of society to blame. They're the ones controlling him. They're the ones oppressing him. They're the ones who got him fucking poor for the rest of his days. And I'm still on his side if he wants to come round to a more rational way of thinking. If he ever wants to ask a question, I'm still willing to have a conversation, always. Friendly, comradely conversation. Anyway, just a little story on a Sunday afternoon in the pissing rain after I've took my dad's dinner down. Picked him up from the club and took his dinner down. Dropped him off at home with his dinner. 85-year-old, ex-miner, socialist, trade unionist, all his life. Fucking legend. Anyway, see you in the next one. Ta-ra, bonjour, and solidarity always.